This is your beginner's guide to Amazon KDP publishing. If you've ever wanted to publish your own book but thought it was too complicated or too expensive, this is your how-to source. Amazon KDP is completely free to use. You can earn up to 70% royalties, and your book can reach millions of readers worldwide. Today, I'm walking you step by step through the entire process, from setting up your account to hitting that final publish button. And I'll demonstrate each part by creating a simple lined journal in Canva, so you can follow along. Oh, I've also added timestamps below, so if you want to skip around to specific sections, feel free to. And also, everything's written on my website for you at reneeclancy.com. Hop on over there for free resources and free freebies. Okay, let's start with, what is Amazon KDP? It stands for Kindle Direct Publishing, Amazon's free self-publishing platform. It uses a print-on-demand model, which means your book is only printed when someone orders it. No inventory, no upfront printing costs. KDP lets you publish 3 main formats: ebooks for Kindle readers, paperbacks, and hardcovers. Within these, you've got different types of books. You have standard content like novels, guides, and memoirs. Now let's consider low and no content books. These are going to be journals, planners, or notebooks, which is what I'll demonstrate today. And then we have our medium content books like coloring books, word searches, or activity books. I've got lots of videos on those. Low content publishing can be a great entry point, but focus on quality and originality. That's what keeps your book selling long term. Let's dive in. Here we are, we're starting at KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. All you need to do is Google Amazon KDP, register for an account, and it brings you to this particular page. Now, first question you need to ask is, will you be building a business? So will you have a separate profile from your regular Amazon account? I do not have a separate KDP profile. So for example, the email address I'm using for my regular Amazon account is the one I use for my KDP account. If you would like to create a KDP profile with a completely different email, you can do that, but then it'll make you log out and log back in every time you try to access your KDP. So for me, it's just a convenience thing. Here where you enter all of your information, and here and where in your account, you'll need to decide, are you going to register as an individual or a corporation? This is definitely a personal decision depending on if you would like to grow a business or if you decide to just do this as a hobby. I would say do a lot of research to determine what's the best fit for you. And then down here at the bottom is where you enter all of your bank account information. So here I just did a little bit of research, and you can see that they do use Pioneer if you do not have a US bank account number. So you could set up a Pioneer number, and you'll just need to do research depending on how you want to set up your taxes for this. Let's get into the book creation. Let's dive into what type of books are out there. Okay, we have our regular novels. Now, if you are a novel writer, you can still self-publish here in Amazon. Just because it's more of a traditional book, such as a novel, does not mean you have to go through the traditional publishing route. For example, here's a book that I published a long time ago. It was a passion project, and I love fantasy and sci-fi, so I wrote this book a while ago, and I self-published it here, and my friends and family bought it. You can buy it too if you want, but it's definitely very fulfilling to know that you can be a part of the publishing process from beginning to end. What if you're not interested in this type of book? You're looking more for journals, coloring books. You want to jump into this market and creating low content books. Let's come here to books. Now, if you'll notice, I have logged out of my account here because I don't want it to get muddled with my research here, my research that I do in Amazon. So I always log out because I want to see what Amazon is going to tell me is coming up. Let's start here with journal. This is how I always start my research when I am looking to create an item. So I come here and I look and I see I'm going to be looking for how much it's making. I want to look for, can I make that book? For example, if it's a spiral book, or this one right here that has a, like this leather binding, I can't make that. That's not a KDP book. So if I'm going to make a daily journal for women, I want to make sure that I'm on the right track. I want to see how much I'm charging. I want to see what the competition is out there. The research you're going to keep doing over and over throughout your project. So here, it's a daily journal for women that I'm looking to make. And as I come through here and look, I see these are the really popular ones that come up first. These are sponsored ads. And if you'll notice here, some of these are kind of on the newer side, like this one. Some have been around a while. I'm going to move on down a little bit more. If you do a hardback one, it will look like this. The kind of bound hardback. It's beautiful. Go past all of the spiral ones. Here's definitely one that we could do. Let's keep going. The I Am Evolving. That looks great. Why don't we check out the data here and see how much these are making. So I'm going to come here to my KDP Spy, click Estimated Revenue. This one here, the 5-minute journal. Okay, you guys, this one is making $44,000 a month, but this is the hardback at $30. This is a book that's been around for a little while. Why don't we keep looking? Daily Gratitude Journal. This one has stickers. This one is leather. Dig deeper inside them out. Okay. This one's making $24,000. Here's a really nice one, but this one has a lot of detail on the inside and a lot of color. Let's check out this one. This one's making over $16,000 a month. This is a prayer journal. Beautiful book. I love how on the inside it is black and white, so you're not spending that extra money for color. But this one is much more than just a repetitive page, every single one. And it looks like they've done some really great imagery. They've done a lot of promotion. So if you're looking at something very niche and you would like to do a religious reflection journal, you could definitely use this style and create your own here. It's a beautiful journal and has done really well for a while. Let's keep looking to find something that's a little bit more for a beginner stage. The 5-minute gratitude journal. This one's making over $12,000 a month. The date, and it looks like the insides are different. Not everyone is the same, but look at how simple they are. This one is color, and I'm definitely going to do black and white because I want to keep that cost down. Let's look at the cost here. It's $6.51. They have over 5,000 ratings. It doesn't say how many pages it has. Why don't we go to some of the ratings? Oh, people say it is repetitive. Okay, simple, uplifting. People like that it's simple. This definitely looks like it's 6x9. Therapeutic. I think in my mind that's okay that it's repeated. I'm glad that it's a little bit smaller so that I know I don't have to make an 8.5x11. Now here in Canva, you have the rights to use these. It does help to have the pro version because you have access to so much more, so many more elements, the ability to download high resolution PDFs and to use so many of the pro elements. And remember, you can't just download exactly what's here and copy it. You do have to change a certain amount of what you see in order to maintain the licensing for this particular. So let me show you what I mean. I'm looking here. I really like this. I want something that's going to be like a journal prompt, like a daily or weekly journal prompt. Something I've got to consider is that if it's going to be a black and white journal because I want to keep that cost down, how am I going to make it unique for women and generate something that still is beautiful? So I really need to look for something that is black and white or can be changed to black and white. Okay, I like this. Let's see, the day, month, year, to do. I like that it gives me a variety of things. Now we need to change it up just a bit because I can't just copy directly what's here. So this is what I'm going to do. I've finished my journal. I wanted to make it smaller. Let's see what happens if we resize it. Okay, I actually like it as a 6x9, but there's some reformatting that I've got to do. I don't want to do it separately to each and every page, so I'll go ahead and show you how I'm going to adjust these. Okay, I like the spacing. The only suggestion that I would make here for you is if you wanted to make each page just a little bit different, a little bit more special, I would get into ChatGPT and ask it to create a thought-provoking like prompt of the day. So like a thought of the day, and then you can copy and paste it into here. And that just might make this, elevate it just a little bit more. Now, I need to go ahead and make 364 more of these. So what happened here was Canva kept on shutting down on me because it said that the files were too big. It said I had too many pages, which really surprises me because I have other books that have 102 or 105 pages. As soon as I got to a couple hundred, it said that the files were too large. No problem. What I did is I downloaded the 80 or so pages that it let me have. I opened it in preview, in my computer, and I just came here to edit and then insert page from file. And I was able to, because they're all the same pages, and I was able to make them. And here we go. We have 365. Let's look at what that cover is going to be. Here we go. It is paperback. Now here I'm in the KDP cover calculator, and this is free to use. Paperback. If I want to keep that price down, I'm going to make it black and white. White paper, left to right, inches. This is going to be 6 by 9. 365, 66, 367 pages, because that inside first cover and then the back side, we need to account for those 2 pages. Calculate dimensions and download template. So here are the dimensions that it gave me. I need to make sure this book is 13.076. Okay. 13.076 by 9.25. Keep that in inches. Let's lock that and create new design. Now I'm actually going to upload the template that I downloaded from KDP and just drop it into my Canva, because I want to make sure I stay within these red guidelines and no important text is going outside of those red guidelines. And let's see what Canva has to offer me about covers. I really like this one. We can adjust this to make it fit. Let's change this. Now the text should be a little bit different. Our text on this is Poppins. So let's see. And let's change this to be morning. Now we need to see where this lines up. So this is why we uploaded that template. And I'm going to lower the transparency. So now I can see how those flowers are going to fit perfectly, but that text is not in the right place. Now I'd like some subtext down here. Let's go ahead and have ChatGPT help us out with that. This is what I type in ChatGPT every single time. I have it create all of my descriptions for me. It also helps if I put in here, this is for Amazon KDP. It's just looking for those keywords so it knows what to look for when it's researching or when it's doing my descriptions. I really want a great subtitle that's going to say what the book is. So here we have some options. Reflection, gratitude, daily prompts. It doesn't really have daily prompts. A year of mindful mornings for women. I like this one. Let's use that one. Okay, everything is centered. I'm going to double check my template just to make sure that everything looks good. It's within those safe zones. Looks good. The other thing I'm going to do is, if you notice those other books in Amazon, they were able to show what's inside the book. And you can do that once your book is more advanced and you've been doing this for a while. There are certain requirements to be able to get to that level, and we'll talk about those later. But for right now, what I do is I just put an image on the back so that people know what they're getting. And I find that it has helped increase my 5 out of 5 star ratings. People aren't getting it and then thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know what I got. This is not what I expected. So here I took one of the pages. Let's do it a little bit smaller. I don't want to interrupt all the pretty pink going on here. So I'm going to put it right there. Let's do an edge around it. Now, it's always good to have someone in mind when you're making your journals, when you're making any item. If you, like, for example, if you're looking at this, you're like, I would never buy that. Well, you wouldn't, but my mom would. There are so many times, or my mother-in-law would. This is totally a book that they would love, or they would love a gift for somebody. So always have in mind who you are creating for when you're creating. This is one of the #1 tips that I would suggest that you do. So for example, this isn't even really my style very much, but it definitely is something, like I said, that my mother or my mother-in-law would like to have. I feel like it's beautiful. I love the lilies. I think it turned out great. So I'm going to go ahead and download this as a PDF. I am going to do a PDF print because I want to keep this high quality. I'm going to change this to the printing CMYK and download it. Is here. Now we need to make that inside title page. It just adds an elegance to the book. We can also add our copyright there. A copyright is not required, but we do need a title page on the inside. I'm going to copy the text. I'm going to paste the text. Let's change the text color from purple to black. And why don't we put a beautiful tulip there, because that cover page has some tulips. Remember, my book was so big, I had to build it together in preview, and that's okay. Sometimes you'll have to go through these extra steps. So I'm going to download this page as a PDF. PDF standard because it's on the inside. So I don't have to be concerned about a high quality print because it's just black and white. My preview, I have my journal, and I'm just going to go to Edit, Insert, Page from File, and I'm going to insert that one page, move it to the top. Okay, now I need a back page, and this is where you can put that copyright. I'm going to do that. There it is at the bottom. Awesome. Let's go ahead and save this. And now let's go ahead and jump on over to KDP, and I'll show you how to process all of that. Here in KDP, you go to create a new paperback. The title is Morning Journal. I want to keep the same subtitle that's on the front of the page. And the reason why I do rely on ChatGPT is because I can say identify the main keywords found for this particular genre or niche. And ChatGPT is going to do that for me. Things like a year, that's a keyword. Mindful mornings, women, morning journal, all of these are keywords that will help my book be found. Okay, now for the description, always make sure you read it, double check, and make sure everything's accurate. Let's choose our categories. If you're ever wondering what a category to put your book in, I follow that cookie crumb trail. What I do is I come here to a book that I've been looking at. Up here in the top, I look at books, self-help, journal writing, and that tells me exactly what category I need to be in to be found with this type of book. So I'm going to come here to self-help and journal writing. Now, this is a low content book, so make sure you check that box. And now I'm going to input my keyword phrases. A keyword is one word, like journal, but a keyword phrase is 3 or 4 words. It's also called a long tail keyword. Here I've entered all of my keywords and continue. A low content book you publish without an ISBN. I want black and white interior, I'm keeping it 6x9. This one does not have a bleed. I'm going to keep the cover matte so it's not too shiny, and let's upload that manuscript. Let's upload the cover. I don't have any AI generated images, so I'm going to click no and always launch the previewer. Select our previewer and let's see how the journal looks. Okay, it's looking good. And then let's click approve and let's see how much we're going to charge for this journal. This costs low, but let's see if I can keep it under $9.95. Nope. It's a little too big for that. And it's a big book. I think it's totally fine to charge that much. And don't mind making $1.70 on that. I feel like it is a really great present for somebody this Christmas.